Hello and welcome to my channel, Sailorette.Plans. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And if you're interested in this 9/11 plan with me, keep watching. All right, so I have some stickers here, colorful quotes from Amber Plans Her Day, rainbow boxes from Mojo Jojo, and of course, Wish You Were Here New York City edition from Planit.Darbi. And I'm showing you that I have a plan with me, my September monthly plan with me. I'll have that link down below. I also made this really cute spread using Let's Plan with Sarah stickers called I've Got Catitude. I also did a pre-plan for the whole month of September. That's why I was taking out the sticky note. And now I'm just flipping through some more of my September spreads. This one is a Lilo and Stitch sing-along bonfire bash. I uploaded that on Instagram. This one's a verse planning PR spread, and then this is a special spread that my friend Christina made for me. That will be a separate video for that, but I want to go back and finally plan in the week that we are in Patriot Day or 9/11, or the theme being awareness. I am currently going to take my pages out of my planner. This is something kind of new to me because we're in September, 9 months already into the year, and the planner isn't like laying like flat or whatever. So I'm taking them out of the discs, and I want to quickly show you the drink that I am drinking at the time, which is a kombucha. Excellent flavor. It is the best kombucha that I have been able to find here in French Polynesia, but I just want to give you a little cheers to that, if you will. But yeah, working out of the discs is something that is new to me. So I'm going to go into colorful quotes because Amber Plans Her Day has some beautiful colorful boxes, and I don't know, I just wanted to try use up my boxes in this because I feel like it's neglected. But yeah, doing this video in partnership with a group of planner babes, and as you know, I'm a part of the YouTube Planner Collab video, so I will talk about that a little bit towards the end. But we kind of all voted to just continue putting out a video, and then the video or theme for this week is awareness. So we all interpret it however which way that we want. It doesn't have to be planner related. I mean, I don't usually make them, but sometimes I do vlog videos and things like that. People have so many different creative ideas to interpret the theme itself. But as soon as I think of awareness, and for the week that we are publishing this video, I just immediately thought of 9/11. So that's why I chose the theme New York City. Not only did, the tragedy of, I don't want to say the T word because I don't know like if that's going to get me like in trouble on YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about, happened in New York City. I'm also from New York City. Well, I don't say I'm from New York City. I was born in New York City, in Brooklyn, New York. My family, moved to Pennsylvania when I was 3 years old, so which is why I say I'm from Pennsylvania, because that's where I grew up my entire life. Although I do have a lot of family that still actively live in New York City and, of course, in Pennsylvania too. But let's quickly jump back into what I've been working on here on the spread. I've decided to swap out the rainbow boxes for the summer boxes. And you guys, if you haven't already, when you shop Mojo Jojo Plans, you can use my code JESS10. I do earn a small baby kickback, but also it lets me like keep my code. I'm more invested in keeping my code than making any kind of money on it. So for the few that have used my code in the past, I super really appreciate you truly. So that's code JESS10 for Mojo Jojo Plans. And I decided to bust out the washi, some black and white washi, something that wouldn't be so clashing because I wanted the colors to primarily be like red, white, and blue, but that's why I took out the summer boxes from Mojo Jojo, because she has the traditional red, blue, and silver, because of course, you can't have white boxes. I mean, you can, or they're just not going to show up. But making sure that taxi is grounded, of course, and putting the washi underneath the taxi. And I put that bridge down. I think that bridge is the Brooklyn Bridge. It's the iconic bridge where everybody, if you ever see people like walking on the bridge, making reels or whatever, it's probably that Brooklyn Bridge. And then that sign on the right side, I put Welcome to New York. That sign is like really cute, like Broadway kind of looking sign. I just love New York to visit, not so much to like live there. It's just so crowded, you guys. Like, especially during the holiday seasons, it's just so incredibly crowded, but it's really beautiful to visit. Now, when I put that one-way sticker on the left side, I really was wishing that that one way was pointing the other, because I hate to think about going one way the previous weeks. Like, I want to think of one way going forward. You know what I mean? Like, are you following me? So that was like my only thing with that one-way sign. I really wish it was like flipped. I have to see if I can flip it next time on my computer. Like, I could do that, but I don't know if the wording will also flip too. So that's another thing. So I'm feeling a little lost. I, as you noticed, started off functionally, which is something that's also very new to me. I almost always start off with decorative stickers, but I don't know, I just felt like doing something different this time and just starting functionally. Also using a whole lot more checklists than I normally do. I don't really love or need checklists like this, but you know, I have so many of them that I feel like I should just force myself to use them as much as possible and kind of like savor my boxes a little bit more. So that clock, I think it's just a regular old clock, but I decided to put it on the right side because it's like got this brownish golden color. So I wanted it to kind of go with like balance the Brooklyn Bridge that I have on the left, just to like add that color a little bit onto the other side of the page. Now I'm thinking I need quotes, and I have the perfect sticker book again from Amber Plans Her Day, and it's the holiday quotes and boxes. And I took out 3 quotes. One of them that says freedom isn't free, which is so true. Another one that says honor, reflect, and remember. And then the last one that says we don't know them all, but we owe them all. So I thought those 3 quotes were extremely fitting for this spread. And I did end up swapping the bridge and bringing it down some because I just felt like it was doing a lot up there. And I wanted like those bluish colors from the Statue of Liberty that I have on the right side. I wanted those bluish colors to go on the opposite side of the opposite page. So the skyline of the New York City, you know, skyline has those obviously blue tints. So yeah. Then I cut apart the freedom isn't free quote and I put it over the top. I'm not really loving how I did that, but it actually just ended up sticking like that. You know, I haven't changed it or anything. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. You know, that song. I will never sing again, I promise. But anyways, moving on. What else can I say? I do struggle a lot with the spread for some reason. I think the telltale sign was starting off functionally. So you're going to see me like moving stuff around a lot. Just because I just don't know where things should go. So I have this, oh my God, I can't think of the word in English, semáforo, which is like the stoplight, that says Wall Street and Broad Street, or Broadway rather. And I thought it looked really cute on the right side, so that's, you know, what happened. Then I picked up this Fifth Avenue sign. It is also known as Millionaires Row, and it goes from north to south, and it stretches so far in New York City. And it also is really close to Times Square, so that's where all the cute shops and fancy shops are. So yeah. How many of you have been to New York City, and have you visited the memorial, the 9/11 memorial? I have. It definitely, you know, makes me sad. When the tragedy happened, you guys, I was only 9 years old. Now, my memory is already very, like, distorted because I remember being in a specific school, that I was only in that school I was only not in that school for second and third grade. So that means I was either 9 years old as a fourth grader or 9 years old as a second grader. And I think as a second grader, that doesn't really make sense. So it had to be that I was a fourth grader. And honestly, you guys, I remember being so young. I don't remember anything really, like as a kid. And I just remember there being like teachers watching it on the news. Everyone was kind of like told to just sit in silence at their desks. Like I remember the tone in school being super serious, and my mom and so many other people, like so many other kids, got picked up from school early. My mom was upset. She left work early. She came to get me. We played the news all day long at home. You know, we called our family members, of course. They were living in Queens at the time. So it was a really scary time, but I also wasn't understanding, and my memory is quite distorted. So I can't really speak to, a certain extent. I can't really speak to that experience as much because I was just so young, you guys. I do have another video talking about my 9/11 experience. It didn't do so hot, but if you're interested, I will have that link down below. It's only a 9-minute video. But yeah, so I'm almost running out of time here. Oh my goodness. I know that if you go to visit the 9/11 memorial, it says, "No day shall erase you from the memory of time." And a lot of the sayings, when 9/11 happens is never forget, or always in our heart, and God bless. So definitely, God bless America. My home, sweet home. Okay, I did promise you that I wasn't going to sing, so all right, I'm not going to do that again. But to lighten up the mood, I'm going to, as promised, talk about the loop group. So if you're new, which I doubt you are, but just in case, if you want to be a part of these loop groups, make sure that you reach out to Lisa Marie. That's at Creatively Lisa Marie, and she'll gladly put you into one of these loop groups. There's actually 4 of them. I do participate in all 4 of them. I only participate in 2 of them. So they release every Wednesday, and I particularly participate in the ones that release every second Wednesday and every last Wednesday of the month. So yeah, let her know if you're interested. But the way it's supposed to work is that if you watch my video, whoever you come across, whoever's channel you come across, you watch their video in entirety, then you click the description box for the person that they tagged in the video, and then you watch that person's video. So the person in this case that I'm tagging is Meg K, so check her out. She is linked in the description. You're going to watch her video, and this cycle continues until you reach the original person you started watching. That would be me if you started watching with me, or whoever it is that whoever's channel you came across. So we would really appreciate it if you gave us, thumbs up, a like, a comment. And speaking of comments, if you did make it this far into my video, either never forget, if you're comfortable commenting that, or a I heart New York City, NYC. So I would really love it if you commented those things. It just lets me know that you've made it this far, and I really appreciate it so much. And yes, so we're almost coming close to an end here. I thought the buildings would look really cute if they were like opposite to each other. So I believe the building on the left is the Chrysler Building, and then the building on the right is the Empire State Building. Again, very iconic buildings in New York City. I also am trying my best to use up all of these Planit.Darbi stickers, which I haven't even plugged in my code for this, but if you want to shop these stickers or more, they're printable, and she also offers tangible or physical stickers. So you can use my code JESS15. I don't make any money off of that, but I would really appreciate if you use my code. But yeah, I did end up putting that postcard there. It says "Wish You Were Here." I love the "Wish You Were Here" series. She has multiple of them. Ireland, I think one in Switzerland as well. And every time I looked at this clock, you guys, I just kept thinking time is of the essence. So I just wrote the quote myself. Like, I just pulled up the sticker that said Planit.Darbi, and I wrote it my dang self. I could have like easily printed a sticker that said that, but I didn't want to be bothered, so I just wrote it myself. And if you know, New Yorkers are always in a hurry, you guys. They're mean mugging, they got this serious face, they got places to be, things to do. They're in a hurry, okay? So it's funny. But yeah, I definitely have that New York City pace in me for sure. But yeah, you know what? This is actually the end of this video, you guys. I'm gonna or pop these pages back into my disc. But real quick, before I let you go, I wanted to ask you if you knew why New York City was called the Big Apple. And according to Google, I'm gonna read it. It says the Big Apple was popularized by a sports writer for the New York Morning Telegraph, John J. Fitzgerald, in the 1920s, according to the New York PL. In this column, he wrote that the New York City horse racing circuit was, in quotation marks, the Big Apples of competitive racing in the United States. So that name has stuck since the 1920s. Let me know if you knew that. Don't you love how I did the top, by the way? I totally forgot to mention that, but there's bagels, coffee, New York City pizza, you name it. But I have to let you go now. Thank you all so much for being here. Remember to like, comment in the comment section down below. Check out Meg K. I am tagging her. She is in the description. And don't forget to subscribe. Trying to hit that 500. And yeah, that's everything from me. Never forget. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Bon voyage.